and welcome back to my show, the YAH'S Vessel podcast show. Your host, Yah Vessel. Again on this so-called Saturday. Forgive me, Shalaki. On the so-called Friday, September 22nd. No. Let's start that back over again. Welcome back to the show again. Your host, Yah Vessel. On the 109 episode of YAH'S Vessel podcast show. Again, welcome to on this so-called Friday, September 23rd, 2022. Now we're back now, and this time I call this Black Facts. It's going the 109 episode of YAH'S Vessel podcast show about the facts and the the facts and the opinions about black individuals and stuff like that. So I'm gonna kick it up. I'm gonna get started for real. A thing about black folks, when the house Negro, because they not Negroes for real, they Hebrews and stuff like that. The house Negroes say, he'll say, I hate your radio show. I hate your content. I hate your page. I can't stand you calling they pastor liars. They can't stand you telling the real truth. They can't tell you they can't stand you going against the drain because you're a field Negro and stuff like that. And you don't care Mr. Charlie ass. You don't care Mr. Charlie hunky ass and stuff like that. And at the same time, you ain't like them. You ain't trying to fit in a crowd and stuff like that because you're black and stuff like that. And I had some comedians like the picture here, Bernie Mac and stuff. I used to be a fan of Bernie Mac and stuff. Before I get to Bernie Mac, let me talk about my favorite comedian was Richard Pryor. I always liked that man jokes and stuff. All day he said some gay jokes as well, because he said he got bent over by one of them director producers and stuff by and I can tell you who that, Marlon Brando, which I knew that story. Marlon Brando had all the black men. He had Richard Pryor, he had Paul Mooney, he had what's that other one? Marvin Gaye. He had Marvin Gaye too. He had Marvin Gaye. He had a few just to name a few. But he was saying about the mafia joke, that it is a secret society called the Gay Mafia. Did you know that? Which I've been knew about that. I'm just bringing it up right now. I need to talk about it on my poetry and stuff. Yeah, Richard Pryor, then Bernie Mac. Let's get back to Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac don't get me twisted. Bernie Mac was making over $1 million a show just to show up on a comedy stand. The man was doing the damn thing, but they all want to be famous. That's the problem with most of our people. They want to be famous so bad of evil, they're ready to go on Satan's side, the Yahweh side, because they want to be famous of gold and riches. They don't want to be rich in faith, and they don't want to be rich in values and faith and stuff like that. They don't want to be rich in that. They want to just be rich in rich in food. They just want to be rich in fame and fortune. That don't last long. They don't last a season and stuff. And then Bernie Mac sold out. Bernie Mac was a Mason before he died. And I don't care what nobody say. And I said this back then. I'm saying it right now. Steve Harvey was the reason why Bernie Mac had died in the hospital. Bernie Mac did go to the hospital because he was sick and stuff. You know, he had some kind of problem back when he was a child because his big mama died. I think his big mama died and all that stuff. He never had a dad. He raised a single mama household. But the man was doing the thing they didn't come and stand, but they always want that fame. But then and the show is true, when Bernie Mac got his show, Bernie Mac had his hands in the Kabbalah. He had his hand in the Kabbalah on the Bernie Mac show. When he started the show out, they told him to put his hand in the Kabbalah and you'll have your show, but you gotta sleep with transgender, which Bernie Mac went down that road too. I hate to say it, but Bernie Mac went down that road. He went down that road of transgender and getting tossed out and stuff like that. So Bernie, although he's my second favorite comedian, my first favorite, like I said, my favorite comedian was Richard Pryor. But Richard Pryor sold out a long time ago. He sold out before he died. He sold out and took say and then Richard Pryor did try to commit suicide one time, but Say didn't want him out of here right away. He tried to kill himself in his own. He tried to kill himself in his own house and crack pipe and stuff. Because Richard Pryor did heavy drugs and alcohol because to get into comedy stands back in them times, you had to go to director college. You had to go have sex with the same sex, the director and the producers and stuff. Cause back then the gay mafia was watching you physically. Now they're watching you on a telegram scope and a camera and stuff. They used to be with you. They used to be in the back room. And stuff and watch you backstage and behind the scenes and stuff. Now they don't do it like that no more. Yeah. Richard Pryor went down that road too. They made him wear that dress on JoJo Dancer. They made him wear the dress. Bernie Man, I don't think Bernie wore the dress. He wore the weave and shit, but he ain't never wore the dress. I ain't never seen him wear the dress, but old boy wore the dress, Richard Pryor. They made it wear a list of it like a bitch humiliation rituals and stuff. That's the humiliation rituals. And that's my first and second, third. My third one, I'm just gonna name just three. It's a couple of them. I got the top five, but my third one was Red Fox. Played on Sanford Son. He took Satan over and sold out as well because he threw up the damn circle one time, which I call 66 and stuff. But he had a show and this man was grinding. He was grinding everywhere. That's why I could respect the hustle of Red Fox. That man grinded everywhere, and he was good friends with Malcolm X and stuff. And the man just was grinding. That man went everywhere to make his dollars and stuff, made his money, made his hustle on comedy stand, made his muscle doing cleaning up bars and stuff, and cleaning up popcorn machines and stuff. Made his hustle doing comedy here and there. See, back in them days, it was very hard to come up until the 50s came, to the late 50s came and stuff. And Red Fox went down that road. He went down that road too. That's why they took his house, because Red Fox ain't never want to do the rituals. He never wanted to do the rituals and stuff like that. So they had to take him out. He just fell out on the heart attack. No. They poisoned that man when he drunk. So they put some under his drink, and that's how he died. And Della Reese said she just seen him fell on the ground and all that stuff. Della Reese was coerced to say that. Yeah. Della Reese might know what happened, but I believe she know what happened. But Della Reese died too, I believe. But yeah. But most of them black comedians stuff, they tell you some truthful ass shit. They tell you some truthful ass shit on the comedy stand. Y'all take it as a joke because they joking with y'all and stuff in comedy, but they told you some real shit in the comedy. Especially Patrice O'Neal stuff. That man, boy, he had me cracking laughing, boy, and stuff like that. And he was a good comedian. He was a good comedian. But the thing I didn't like about Patrice O'Neal, he had too much of a white audience though. He had too much of a Caucasian audience though. Nothing wrong with that, but I think he appeared more to Caucasians and stuff. Anything. The man knew about modern day women, and he could be the official first red pill, if you can call that, and stuff. And the man was on point when it comes to society and politics and stuff like that. And he could tell a feminist when he seen one and stuff like that. I don't know if the man sold his soul or not. I don't know if he took the oath or not, because he did some shit that most guys could never do at them times and stuff. And the only person came close to Patrice O'Neal as far as doing that concern is Corey Holcomb. Like I said, I'm a fan of Corey Holcomb's show. I'm a fan of that 5150 show. Corey Holcomb telling some truth, some real truth. he telling some real truth and stuff. That man know about Hollywood. That man opened Pandora's by Hollywood. That man knows shit about Hollywood. He made his own Hollywood, called it the 51 show. I already watched Corey Hogan in Hollywood. But they say Corey Hogan, he contradicts himself. He'll say something, you see him, he try to play it off and all that stuff like he hard on camera, but in real life he a pussycat. I know him and Tommy Sotomayor didn't like each other though. Him and Tommy Sotomayor didn't like each other. Yeah, but Tommy missed a call too, because Tommy funny as hell when he do that ether. He do that ether and stuff. He funny as hell too, Tommy Sotomayor. But yeah. The fact about black folks for real, you can't black folks don't like you. They don't like you, like, you know, say you try to be sarcastic, you try to talk. Black folks gonna be standing on 10 toes down, looking at you like, okay, okay. No, a lot of black folks don't like be bothered and shit like that for real, and they think your jokes are corny. They just laugh with you just to not to fit in. They just laugh with you just to make you feel good. They really trying to say you're corny, really. But I don't laugh at these corny ass Mexican and Caucasian and these foreign people jokes and stuff like that, because they corny as hell. And I bet they play video games every goddamn day. They look like it. They like the type. And black folks don't like to read. That's a fact. People gonna say, oh, that's my opinion. Black folks do not like to read. They really be on their phone all day than to read. Black folks don't read that. The only thing they want to hear about celebrities. Celebrities. Or some gospel on damn social media. If it ain't about gospel, black folks ain't trying to hear it. I don't care if from your family or from your friends or whatever. If it ain't about trying to impress your buddy, they ain't sticking. Black folks ain't sticking around long. They're not gonna stick around too long. They're not gonna stick around too long. Hold on, family. Give me a minute. All right, family, I'm back. Gotta do something right quick. Like I was saying before, when you tell black folks of the real truth. Some black folks think you're lying about it, but they know if a black person is honest and stuff because they'll look at me dead in the eye. Sometimes they won't look at me in the eye, they'll listen and stuff instead and stuff, and neutral maturity and stuff like that, neutral respect, whatever you want to call it, for real. So yeah. You got some funny people in Black Hollywood, but you got some black people that's funny in real life and stuff. Some people might think I'm funny and stuff. I don't think I'm that funny for real, but yeah. They say one girl, I had one woman, one black chick I used to date and stuff a long time ago. Say I missed my calling because you very funny and stuff. And this girl was so crazy about me and stuff. The girl was attractive, believe it or not. I always get the quality women, but I'm not gonna brag. I ain't trying to brag, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But the black, I call it black facts and stuff, and people gonna say, "Dad, it's funny and stuff." He talk about black folk like that because I'm a Hebrew, damn, I'm black. I'm so-called black. I can talk about black folk like that because I'm black, so-called black. I ain't no goddamn African American. I know that. I ain't no damn African American. Now, if you want to find out about that, go get my first book called "The Change the Truth into Reality," which is 50 pages for $5 on Lulu.com or Amazon or eBay or whatever you can get books at. Some of them might be $3. Some of the site of my first book about $3. About $3. The shipping might be a little high. Some of them might got free shipping, but if you pay the book, go ahead. You miss some real good information. A couple people say that my book was informative. Some people say my book was too political. My first book was too political. Some people telling me some people say my book was too political. Some people say my book was so informative. Some people say my book was too spiritual. And some people say my book was too damn hardcore. Some people say my book was definitely on point, 100%. But majority of the overall, people say my first book was very good. They call it "Change the Truth into Reality." So y'all missing good info off that book there. So go and get that book right now. It's been out since 2019, the late 2019, October 2019. It's still in the market right now. I didn't retire yet. Only way I can get my book out of the shelf, I gotta retire, which I will never retire. Ain't no such thing as retirement with me. I know some of y'all motherfucking black folks rely on that SSI check and that damn disability check and stuff, and you do rely on SSDI, DI check, and stuff like that. In Colorado, called DI check and stuff like that, and you trying to get your pension, your 401k, your Roth IRA, and the FRN ain't never a Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve means it's monopoly. It ain't even real, and y'all relying on dollar bills and coins and stuff. That's not the coins and paper dollar not value. Your Social Security number is value. Your Social Security is the birth bond. Your Social Security is the birth bonds. Your birth certificate is the birth bonds. Your birth certificate is worth money. Not no goddamn FRIN. That money is obsolete. It's gonna be obsolete very soon anyway. It's called cashless society. Hold on, let me see what it is. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm looking at some. I'm looking to that in a minute. Give me a second. Yeah, the black facts is that us as Hebrews is righteous and spiritual and stuff. Oh, let me say this right quick. Now I agree with some with some of the Black Power, some of the guys in Black Power and the Egyptology brothers be saying about the so-called Caucasian individuals that they are the devil. 90% are the devil and stuff like that. I could agree with Egyptology and some of the Nation of Islam and some of the Fruit of Islam and some of the Black Power vote, especially the Black Power vote. The Black Power are really about that life. They teach that they all the same. They teach Egyptology, Scientology, and all that stuff. They believe the pyramids are answered and all that stuff, which is, I disagree with that and stuff. The Baphomet is not our ancestor. That disagree. So that's the only problem between Egyptology and spirituality. Spirituality going to the right, Egyptology going to the left. They're going on Satan's side. But they got strong belief of the Most High. They call the Most High Allah though, but that's not a name. But I let them keep that. It's that the Caucasian people are the devil. You can't trust not one of them. You might could trust two and few, but you can trust the 10% of so-called Caucasian. Because Gentiles not only so-called white people, so-called Caucasian. The Gentiles are so-called Asian people, the 10% of Asian people, the 5% of Asian people, the 10% of Arab people, the 10% of Mexican people, the 10% of Latino people, the 10% of African people, the 10% of Puerto Rican people, and the 10% of half-breed and stuff. And yeah, that's who the Gentile is, and the 10% of so-called Indians, West Indians, and stuff like that. And 10% of East Indians and stuff. And yeah, they're not Hebrew, they're not Negroes, so-called Negroes, they are Gentiles. Yeah, they and they talk about with spirituality, they do it right, but they turn right, but they go left. But at least when I do it, or any other brother do it, we're going straight to the right, cause we all on the right side of Yahweh spiritually. Did you know that? Ooh, I said something deep, Donna. I said something very deep, and I'm gonna leave it at that for a minute. Yeah. I can't agree with them black Christians though. They totally left. Hey, they totally buffoon and confused. It ain't about the blood of Jesus, because Jesus ain't gonna save you. Jesus ain't gonna be no Lord and Savior. He ain't no Lord and Savior. That's a white supremacy of Caesar Borgia. That's a devil too. That white pale skin thing. That white old pale skin thing. Yeah. When we do shows like this, my shows is to benefit men more. Men and my shows is to benefit men for real, and younger people, children and stuff. If it benefits single mamas, that's cool. If it benefits single dads, that's cool. If it benefits people in their 30s and 40s and 50s, it's cool. And if it benefits younger chicks and stuff, younger guys, it's cool. Yeah, and stuff like that. And Caucasians and stuff, it's cool and stuff. But yeah, my shows are basically to help more younger men, period. It ain't really to help women for real, because women got help all their life, but my show to help men, especially the little ones. I'm not trying to defend the little ones about, they got to understand that words coming in my mouth doesn't mean it's being rude. It's only being rude language, but it might be rude speech, but it's in language. I mean, it's in knowledge. It's in knowledge though. Yeah, rude speech is in knowledge though. Yeah. I ain't trying to defend the little ones like that. I know, but I love some kids be watching my shows and they watch my Instagrams and they listen to my shows here sometimes, and then they definitely be reading my poetry and stuff. I know for sure they do. There's a lot of damn 12, 13-year-olds read my poetry on now. A lot of kids read my poems and stuff on now. They say I inspired them to write, and that's a good thing. And congratulations to them, because I did it for them really, and I did it for myself. But I did it for Yahweh first. So they won't end up making the wrong decision in life about doing things that you think is right, but it's wrong, or you think it's wrong, but it's really right. You see what I'm going with it? Black facts. I might didn't have an opinion about black people. Some black people might think I had an opinion when I say marriage ain't good for black men, or they'll say marriage ain't for black men, and they'll say you saying your opinion about not good to get married, not to be with single mama, not to be with all that, this and that. I ain't taking it back. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. But if it helping you in a way, that's okay. Okay, I'm glad it did help you. Cause it's not to hurt you, it's to help you. It's not to hurt you, it's to help you. Because we got. I said it before, and I ain't got to repeat that part. I said it before on one of my radio shows. Cause this the 109th episode of the YAH'S podcast show, and I've been on podcast show for damn 4 months now. This is my 4th month being on podcast radio, and so far doing good, getting plays and little plays and downloading a lot. It's down to 430 downloads within 4 months. Now who can accomplish that shit in 4 months? Most people damn been on radio for at least 6-7 years and don't get number like 200 downloads or probably 90 downloads. I'm just saying. I only been on radio for 4 months. I got down 430 damn downloads. 430 downloads within 4 months. I only been on radio for 4 months. Been on poetry for 3 years. And been writing all my life. And been writing books since 2018, but just presented in 2019 and stuff like that. Yeah. So at the show must go on and stuff like that. And I did my part, and you do your part. Just to listen to it, like it here and there. Mainly comment if you like to, more than like it, or you can download it and listen to it later and stuff when you get bored or you get out of work or something like that, or you with your kids and stuff like that. It might be entertainment to you, it might be spiritual to you, it might be reality to you, it might be common sense to you, it might be education to you. It might be something to look forward to in my shows and stuff. Some people did show for like a year or so. They getting a lot of hate. But I know one guy, a brother, well-known brother that's doing Spreaker Radio. His radio show is #1. Congratulations to him. I ain't got to really mention him. Y'all can read between the lines what I'm talking about. I listen to him every day. And I think some of you listen to him every day too. He got #1 radio podcast show, and congratulate to him and stuff. So Yeah. hmm like I said on my first live, and this is my second live. My first live when I did there's a split with the elites, and when I said my first half and stuff, I'm successful doing books. I'm successful doing poetry. Now I want to be successful doing radio. Now I want to be successful doing radio. If I could do that, I had accomplished my goal. Mission accomplished. I achieved, I strive, and I elevated. And I reached my goal. As of right now. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I ain't know I want to be back on radio show or not, but at the same time, this radio show kind of helping a little bit. I think it take out your frustrations here and there, and take out your discouragement here and there, and your stress and stuff. But you know, I have good days and I have bad days because I'm human like everybody else. I ain't no damn He-Man, Superman that I have such a happy day. Nah, I ain't never have it I'm not never have it here in America till America fall. And I might not be here to see it, but when it fall, we won't live to tell the story. And then you won't write a book about America. Don't think because America gonna be shut down and stuff that it's over. No, we got a long way to go. They try to figure out a plot and a strategy how to do this mark of the beast, to try to take the stock market completely down, and trying to see how they gonna shut the citizens down. They already had a lot of people take the vaccine and stuff. Did you know a lot of people took the vaccine because they were afraid to lose their jobs. A lot of people were afraid that they'll lose their house and all that stuff, and lose their little pension, their little stimulus and all that shit. All for some damn money. And most of them took it with losers. I never took the vaccine, and I ain't finna take no damn vaccine. I ain't never took the test. So you ain't gonna get me to do that. But anyway, black facts and stuff. Like, yeah, you out of your damn mind. You must be out of your mind. Because one thing some of those so-called black individuals do, we do read, but most black people, 90% of them don't read. All they want to do is read about gossip about celebrities or reality TV show with some damn housewives or some damn comic book or some damn video game or some damn football game. Boy, they kill me with this sport, these football. Who football season coming on? That's a typical black person. Who your team is? I tell her I don't watch it like that. When you don't watch it like that, I say, cause I stopped watching that shit back in 2004. I started watching that shit back in 2004. My team, they don't play no more. And plus, sports is satanic anyway. They do the sports rituals too. They are part of that shit too. Part of that Masonic lodge and shit. Or the Prince Hall Masonry. The Prince Hall Masonic and the Freemasons and the damn the 33 degree Masons and stuff. And the Prince Hall witches and with all that shit and stuff. I ain't no fan of no damn Cam Newton and all them. He sold his soul, cause Cam Newton from Alabama, by the way, and stuff. And Shaq could be possibly cloned, and Kobe ain't dead. Kobe faked his death. That man ain't down over that damn helicopter. And because LeBron James cloned, because He had his own damn lookalike clone on a commercial, and people thought that was just a damn comedy skit. Y'all black people, boy. But if it went for black people, the ratings will go down. If it went for black people, the ratings will go down. The ratings will go down. If the black people went down supporting these white folks' channel and all that shit, the ratings will go totally down. It'll go totally down. But the Most High y'all got to do away with 2/3 of so-called Hebrews and 2/3 of so-called Israelites. I mean, yeah, the 2/3 of Hebrews and 2/3 of Israelites. The Most High got to do away with them because they're already suffering right now, especially the black woman, the so-called black woman. She's suffering the worst. It used to be the so-called black man suffer all the damn time. He used to die left and right by getting shot by drive-by, getting shot period, get shot at Subway, get stabbed at Subway, get stabbed in this area, that area, this area. Now the women getting more in the trunks and stuff. They getting thrown off balconies and getting shot and stuff, and getting stabbed at and stuff, and getting kidnapped and stuff like that. Yeah. And then they do it with the organ donors. They love to they try to take the black organ donor. You know why? Because we got 7 to 8 DNAs. So we some magnificent ass cultures and stuff of melanin people. That's why it's good to have afro and break some hair in your head, because your antennas, your penal light goes on. The universe knows who you are. The universe claps sometimes when you know who you are. That's a so-called melanin individual. Nah, not a so-called melanin individual as a whole. Now you so-called black, but you're a melanin individual. You's a Hebrew. You's an Israelite, but really you's a Hebrew. All black people are Hebrews, but it's a bloodline Israelite. The children are Israelites, but the bloodline of the fathers and the grandfathers and stuff, and the father's father, they Hebrews and stuff. Not them so-called Jewish folk. No, we're not talking about them damn Kazakhs, them Azanaskis, not them Zionists, them Turkish, them Polish, them Irish, them rabbis. We're not talking about them. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the so-called black individuals that are Hebrews, that are Israelites. Read the scriptures. What color Solomon was, what color David was, what color Noah was, what color Abraham was, what color Moses was, what color Aaron was, what color Peter was, and what color Paul was. And you look at your research, look at literature, and you can tell what color they were. Research real hard. Research with a purpose. Don't research it to look at stuff. Research hard. Do your due diligent research. Your thorough research. Then you'll know what I'm talking about. Because we're a group of people that have our facts, but we also have our opinions too. Black facts. Nah, don't get me twisted now. If I see a black person going out there damn try to want to beg want to use my phone or beg for change, I tell them hell nah. Cause you ain't finna scam on me. Cause a lot of black dudes, a lot of black guys, a lot of black women, they scamming on you. Try to see if they can get out of you. That's all it's about. People don't have good intentions no more. Black people don't got a good intention no more. They only down to try to see what they can get out of you. Or did they use your phone? Or did they want to beg for some change, beg for cigarette, beg for this, beg for that? They don't have good intention. And they very rude. A lot of black people, they very rude and stuff. And then when you rude back to them, they think you having an attitude, but they see me 6 foot, 200 some damn pounds. They like, oh shit, hell nah. I ain't finna fuck with him like that. That nigga like he angry. He look like he crazy. I ain't gonna damn talk to him like that. Cause I put these folks in fear. They kind of fear somebody like me because I'm spiritual, baby. I'm royalty. They look at me like, damn, I ain't gonna say too much. And they're like, they ain't gonna say that. They ain't gonna say that out of their mouth toward me like that. 6 foot tall, 200 and some damn pound, light skin and handsome, and looking like a damn superstar. You better holler if you hear me. Yeah. Yeah, I think I said a bit of everything and stuff like that. And I might do a show tomorrow if y'all see fit and Yahweh willing and stuff. And Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Shabbat Shalom to everybody that celebrates Shabbat. Sundown. Anyway, so there ain't no sun. Sun is artificial and fake. Also, the moon is fake too. The stars are weird. The pitch stars though. Oh shit! Hold on. Damn it. Give me a second. Damn it. Yeah. I went live again, and see this thing about radio. You can go live as much as you want. You can do as much radio shows you want. You can get downloads as much as you want and stuff. Cause I pay for this shit. I pay for this shit, which is a good thing and stuff. I ain't bitching and complaining about it. And yeah, I'm trying to achieve my goal to make my radio show successful and stuff. And let's see how it goes and stuff. Some people be on Spreaker. Some so-called black individuals that say they're Hebrews and Israelites, so just black people as a whole, they do a Spreaker show and quit and go back on YouTube to do a free damn show. Why would you let YouTube pimp y'all like that, black people? You are the YouTuber. That means you got content free, but they pimping your work and flipping it and making it to their own. And that's how y'all do. Y'all go run the free ad YouTube and shit. But I know YouTube don't pay me, so, and corporate don't pay me. This is an independent radio show of mine. So corporate don't pay me, although Spreaker might be employed by the synagogues, the so-called Jewish people, the Kazakhs, the Azanakis and stuff. Yeah. They bought and paid for it, but I'm not bought and paid for it. I never sold my soul to Satan. And I never took Satan oath. And no, there ain't no damn type of way I'm going to do that. Never, ever, ever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. No. My soul ain't for sale. No, my salvation ain't at stake. Fuck a damn FRN. Fuck a damn coin sold for gold and coins and paper dollars and shit. Damn, every time I look around, something coming in. Come on now, stop it. Yeah. That's the black facts, because black folks speak their mind. That's the thing I admire about black folks. They speak their mind. They speak their mind, they truthful and stuff, and they might use that viper word on your ad, rude language, and viper word, rude language, or rude words and viper language, viper words, rude words and rude language and stuff. And we black folk tell it like it is. That's why you got other cultures try to cop our it, but they pimping us at the same time on their channels and stuff. But they cop our culture and make it into a business and stuff. But they want to pimp us and stuff. But at the same time, we're gonna get the crown back, and Judah gonna rise, the 1/3 that is, and we're gonna do what it do. All the glory, all the praise goes to Yahweh, Son Yahweh, Yahweh, King Yahweh, aka Yahweh, hallelujah, Barakatah, hallelujah. Favor and peace, Shabbat Shalom.